Alright, we're back. Don't know what that was about. Anyway, so. Oops. So here is the Tower of Bats. It's this spot right here. Just a note for anyone who plays this game on, on the computer. When people ask questions in the Steam forums, like, about the locations of things, would it kill y'all to, like, put some screenshots? Because y'all are, like, taking time to describe things. You literally just have to open your map, take a screenshot while the map is open, and while you're on the spot, or while you have a little thing indicating where you are, and boom, other people can see the thing. Because if they're asking that question, you're trying to answer that question, the least you could do is show them. So this is where the Tower of Bats is. Now, last time I was here, because I did come up here because I was looking for something else. I wasn't actually here to do this, because I know this is the next part of the dungeon stories and junk. I was up here to find something called false mandrakes so that I could dye my armor uniformly purple. Because I think that purple looks good on this character. Mostly because she just strikes me as a purple kind of gal. So, oh, another thing, real quick. I want to see if I've put on some special war paint. Ooh, it did change my face. Nice. This war paint gives me more encumbrance. It's functional war paint. Because I was able to make dragon powder, and you have no idea how grateful I was to be able to make dragon powder. Because I honestly thought the dragon powder was something I'd have to get by powdering dragons, because this game has been obtuse enough for that up to this point.
Slave.
Let's see.
In the beginning, it was thus. The blackness of an utter void, with the cold winds of cosmic space blowing through it.
That's very rough draft.
I have not forgotten our origin, slave, nor the immensity of the void. Nightly, the star dreamers search the heavens for their wisdom, and at midnight, a moonbeam messenger carries the whispered dreaming back to the Warmaker, the Archivist, and the Beast King. Thus is our future read from the heavens in radiant. Shall it here?
I got a lot of bad. Okay. I have to go ahead and back so I can regenerate. Oh, he's almost dead. Done a very good job. Right, this time I'm gonna cleave him. Got a lot of feral flesh. Honestly, I was kind of hoping for a bat head. Or something. Make a trophy out of him. As one does. Alright, now I have the staff that I picked up from the abyssal thing. From the dredge, if you will. Oh, snap. I mean, okay, that's glitched, but Stargate stuff is still happening, and that pretty cool. Oh, there's the Bat Demon head. I did get it out. Alright, I'll be honest with all of you. I have no idea what I'm doing up here. I'm just winging it. There was a note that came with the staff, and it said, hey, do this thing. And I was like, okay. So I'm just following orders. Did I get anything? Okay, hold on. Let's check my inventory real quick. Awakened Staff of the Triumvirate. Can I equip it? Okay, here. I'm gonna look up if anyone wants to. Okay, let's see. Come on, Awakened Staff of Bats. Or Staff of the Triumvirate, I'm sorry. Alright, description. The demon can offer advice to the wielder, but whether he can be trusted is a completely different story. Okay, but what's it used for? Like, tell me. Okay, portal opens. Place the staff on the ground. And you can speak to it. Oh! Oh, so it wasn't a dungeon at all. It's... cool. Okay, so it's not a dungeon. What the dude does is, it just... you can talk to him. That's really cool. I don't know what to do with that, because apparently the staff can betray you. So that's something you have to watch out for. I say that because the note that came with the staff, there were some capital letters that spelled out betrayal. Excuse me, and I knew that that wasn't on accident, so... because, duh. If there is ever obvious foreshadowing in the world, it was that. Alright, now I need to make it back to my base proper. I have moved bases. I'm almost done with the new place, but it has everything I... oh my god. That just happened. That just happened. It has everything I need. except for a bed, which is... I have a bedroll nearby. I have a bedroll nearby. Of?
We could have seen Hereditary yesterday at 3 a.m.
That. But anyway. Sorry guys, the silence, my brother just walked in. He has a haircut. Very exciting, took my breath away. I'm joking. I haven't seen him without his hair in quite some time, so to see it suddenly 2-3 inches shorter is nothing short of amazing. What an inconsequential thing to be excited about, right? But, you know, sometimes life is like that. And you gotta be excited about the little things. Anyway. Alright, climbing down the Tower of Bats proves just as difficult because I can't see. However, I do know when I'm falling. Ow. Oh, come on. No, it's too dark out here. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. He wants to talk to you. You're drunk. Go. I really don't want to do. You know, honestly, folks, I was expecting to give you a dungeon. I really was. No one's more disappointed about this than I am. I honestly thought some of this was iron. Speaking of iron, I have a bunch cooking, so by the time I get back to my furnaces at my base, I have multiple now. I have 2 that seem to be out in the middle of nowhere, but they're not, I promise. They're actually just next to where I need them to be. Because there's a ton of iron there. To the point that I have indeed named that base Iron Heaven, because up to the point in the game, I have still not found a bigger cache of iron. And the fact of the matter is, ladies and gentlemen, Iron Heaven, here, my base, here, the biggest source of sulfur probably in the game, the Shattered Springs. I came out with a load of over 2,000 sulfur last time I decided to go for a run, which has been literal, real-world weeks since I've had to revisit. But I can make hardened steel now, which is also a thing. I just wish that I could make better versions of the armor that I've got, but I currently do not have an armor thrall. An armorer thrall. So, my apologies. If sometimes I don't know stuff. No. I want better armor than what I'm wearing. I want an exquisite version of what I'm wearing or something, but don't have an armor thrall, don't know where to get one. I feel bad about kidnapping the people in the friendly NPC village. I'll admit that I've done that, but because I'm a role player, and the two people that I got were of the same people, and I looked them up in the Conan lore, because I haven't actually read a whole bunch of Conan lore, and this game is inspiring me to actually want to. But it turns out that the people I took, they're called Stygians. Their culture is actually pretty slavey and human sacrificey. So I decided this character actually just has a personal problem with them. She's out here in the desert because, or she's out here in the exiled lands because she was bought by a Stygian master, treated cruelly, and rebelled, and now she's stuck out here. You know what? I've never actually stopped to fight these guys. But I'm tired of being chased all the way across the desert. I broke his shield. Thus far, haven't really had any luck getting anything from these guys. No way! I could have gotten putrid meat from these guys this whole time, and I've been wasting my time running past them. I need putrid meat for compost. And to a lesser extent, ichor, because you can put 50 into a press. Needing this for a bit, so... You motherfucker. Sounds... Alright, folks, well, I am gonna make it back to my base, and that'll be the last thing I show you for today, because I've gotta head out early, got some stuff to do, got work later, you know how it is. Of course my sandstorm mask would break in the midst of a sandstorm. Did I bring the stuff to repair it? The answer is probably not. One sec. Okay, so survive the sandstorm. Let's there we go, there's my furnaces. Just many scorpions up. Got a little ichor, way too much iron. Some feral flesh, which I can use, of course, to make more, what do you call it? More compost. I'm so close to done with this castle. Oh, I've moved my dancer from the old base to the new base. I have finished the second floor in terms of actual flooring. Everywhere that, well, no, I guess not. I forgot about that spot. Everywhere everywhere excluding the 4 cylindrical parts. And I've started on the 3rd floor, and I'm doing pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna set this dude up right there. I'm gonna talk to the awakened staff of the Triumvirate now. I have no idea what he's gonna say.
Yes! I live again! Oh, may the earth tremble at my coming, and all of that.
Oh my god, he's
hello.
adorable.
Ah, well, I have you to thank for awakening
I was expecting
me,
some
yes?
kind of deep spooky voice, but no.
You've done a very great thing. My former masters were upset with my advice. I was thrown into that sewer in a fit of pique. Apparently, My endless wisdom was only at a premium when they were winning the war. Oh, pardon me. I've been trapped in a vat of slug feces for a few thousand years. Makes the throat a little more. As if I have a throat. Now, on to the terms of our agreement. Now, I promise to serve you, providing wisdom and knowledge until the day I'm returned to the one who summoned me. And in return, you promise not to throw me into any sewers. Sound good? Excellent. Now, let's find out exactly where and when we are. I can see you're wearing a slave bracelet, which means we can't be that far from the capital, or you'd be a pile of exploded guts. So logically, we must find the map room. Now, I need to get the lay of the land. Oh, look at this place. I haven't seen such a mess since the fall of Fallujah. And look, the Archivist. Oh, sorry-looking shade that he is. He can probably tell us something about the current situation. Besides, he used to be my old master. Together, they created that bracelet you're wearing. He might be able to tell you how to get rid of it. Just don't believe anything he says about me. Oh, look at this place. I haven't seen such a mess since the fall of Fallujah.
Okay.
And look, the Archivist.
Now, it turns out to make insulated wood, you need dry wood and resin. It's not as simple as just having wood and resin. You know, I've had the TV at such low volume this whole time that I haven't really ever gotten to hear any of the music. Unless, like, battle was happening. I thought this game was just really quiet. And I've been, like, totally okay with that this whole time. Anyway. It's gonna be... So there's that more paint that gives me more encumbrance. And, let's see how my honey production is going. Okay, I don't know if, like, beehives are bugged in the same way that fish traps are. Like, I don't know if they stop producing honey after you log off, but it's getting kind of weird. And give the honey to my cook over here. She can use it. Exotic flesh. Honeyed gruel. Requires enhanced gruel. But you know what's more important than that? Making a trophy out of this demon head. Huh. Just need a little bit of shaped wood. Because the beehive, once you build it, literally just needs time to produce honey. And honey is both an ingredient and a food source that never goes bad. Which makes sense, because honey in the real world even lasts for a very, very long time. Very happy now that I know where I can find like now that I know where I can just find putrid meat rather than having to do it the hard way. Because this process otherwise takes forever. But no, we didn't. Yeah. Well, did you get any dishes done at least? Ah. Alright. We'll get it picked up. Why would we have to leave right now? You don't have to catch the bus. I'll take you. Anyway, folks, that's it for this stream. There's really not a whole lot left for me to do. So, see you next time.